Did the Nuggets just punch their ticket back to the NBA Finals? This is your Denver Sports Daily for July 1st.
The biggest stories, the latest news. It's Denver Sports Daily.
The first day of free agency was yesterday. Today is July 1st, and I don't think July could start any better. The Nuggets made a splash on the first day, within the first couple hours of free agency, and that's exactly what they needed to do. If you've watched, I've been saying everybody around the station or everybody around, Denver has really been thinking this needs to be a big free agency. This needs to be a big offseason in its totality. They need to go out there, and they, as in the front office, the new GMs, they need to make moves. They need to do something because whatever's going on right now isn't going to work. And that's exactly what they did. Now, free agency began yesterday, and the Nuggets started hot, trading away Michael Porter Jr. along with a 2032 first-round pick for Cam Johnson, who was on the Brooklyn Nets last season. He's been around the league, played with the Suns for a while, and the Brooklyn Nets worked with them for a while too. Now, Cam Johnson is a 6'8" small forward who plays very similarly to MPJ. Last season, Johnson averaged 18.8 points, 4.3 rebounds, and 3.4 assists. And those are very similar numbers to what we saw from Michael Porter Jr. And then his shooting splits were 48%, 39%, and 89%. Great numbers. Exactly what you want from a guy in a small forward position. And that means you want somebody who can score, rebound, and then be able to pass the rock too. You want really an all-around player. I mean, you look at the best small forwards in the league. There's LeBron James. There's the Kawhi Leonards. There's the Jason Tatums. Those guys know how to do everything on the floor. You have to be an all-around skilled player at everything you do. You need to be able to play both sides of the ball, be a great two-way player, and Cam Johnson is that. He's a solid defensive player as well. So having him come in for MPJ will be good in the long run. But will he be able to provide at the same level as MPJ has immediately? He should be able to. I mean, this is a guy who's proven that he is a consistent player. Now, MPJ, he played his entire career for the Nuggets, bringing many highs and lows, as we know. I mean, we've seen him at his best. This year, he had his career high, matched it with 39 points. And then we've also seen him only score 2 points in a playoff game. We've seen very poor performances from him in the playoffs, and the Nuggets needed to move him out. It's very sad to see MPJ go, but he was solid overall when he was here. There's an argument to be made that one day his jersey will be in the rafters. I know. I'm a huge MPJ fan. Everything that he did, I was a fan of. I like his mentality to shoot the ball whenever he got it. You need that kind of Mamba mentality when you're in the league, and he had that. Now, in his career with the Nuggets, he averaged 16 points, 6.4 rebounds, and 1.4 assists per game. That was during a 6-year tenure with the team. He came in 2019 during that 2020 bubble season. And it's sad to see MPJ go. He's done a lot for this Nuggets team. He's been one of the core pieces for as long as he's been here. I mean, this guy's been a starter since 2021. Since 2021 when he ended up having all those back problems and getting injured and being out for a long time. And then he finally got himself back into shape. He was the most available person on this roster last season. He played the most games in his career during just this past season. And it is very sad to see MPJ go. Huge MPJ fan. I am rooting for him on the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets are one of my top 5 favorite teams. It sounds weird to have your favorite teams listed out like that. I've always loved Brooklyn. So seeing him go to a team where he can be that true number one option, where he can be that guy that's like, okay, maybe he can turn up. Maybe he can actually help the Nets with this rebuild and get them back to the playoffs. I would love to see that. I really want to see MPJ succeed. It's sad to see him go, but seeing that we got somebody like Cam Johnson coming in to Denver, playing on the Nuggets, this team is going to be dangerous next season. And it doesn't stop there because they kept going in free agency, bringing in fan favorite Bruce Brown. He is coming back to Denver. Bruce Brown has come back to Denver. What more could you ask for? I mean, he is one of the all-time fan favorite Nuggets in history, and he was a huge core piece to this team during the 2023 finals run. Now, since Brucey B left the Nuggets, he hasn't been the same, averaging 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists in his last season. That's a stark contrast from his 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 3.5 assists per game that he averaged in Denver. Now, it really feels like Bruce can step back into the Nuggets locker room and perform at the same level, especially with Jokic as his teammate. I mean, we've seen what Jokic can do, and I've said it, rising tides raise all ships, and Jokic is that rising tide. He brings everybody up with him. The best way I can compare him to anybody is moving it over to a football analogy. The best quarterbacks in the league can make any wide receiver room look good. It doesn't matter what the wide receiver room is. You look at some of the teams that Patrick Mahomes has won with, he makes them good. I mean, Kadarius Toney is a terrible quarterback or wide receiver, but Patrick Mahomes can still make him look good. Same thing with Josh Allen. Same thing with, the Tom Brady's of the world. Not the Joe Burrows, but the best quarterbacks in the league bring everybody up with him. And that's what Nikola Jokic is. He is the best quarterback in the league. He makes everybody else on the floor play better. And bringing Bruce Brown, somebody who's already familiar with him, with him overall, the team is familiar with Bruce Brown, bringing him back to Denver is a great decision. I mean, there's been a lot of talk about that since the offseason began. Are they going to go get Bruce? What's going to happen with Bruce Brown? They went out and got him. They did it. Now, what you're seeing now is the nation noticing how dangerous this team has become. And it's crazy to see this. After only half a day into free agency, FanDuel has lowered the odds for the Nuggets to win the finals dramatically. Yesterday, the Nuggets were ninth place favorites to win the NBA Finals. Now, they are second place behind only the Thunder. You move from ninth to second with only 2 moves? It's insane. I mean, the Nuggets did everything exactly how they wanted. They did what the fans wanted. They did what the team wanted. They can go out and win next season. And all this credit goes towards Ben Tenzer and John Wallace. Those guys were both selected as the front office GMs, kind of splitting that major GM role. And they went out and they made a statement. This is unlike anything we've seen from the Nuggets. I mean, this is not a team that we're used to going out there and they're like, okay, yeah, we're going to have a huge free agency. No, and not only in the Nuggets, but in Denver, we've gotten very used to not seeing much change like this. This is huge. They clearly knew, and they, as in Ben Tenzer and Jonathan Wallace, they clearly knew what they needed to do. It's huge. This is exactly what the Nuggets wanted, what the Nuggets fans wanted, and again, what the team wanted. Bringing in Bruce Brown, Cam Johnson, trading away Michael Porter Jr., as sad as that may be, it's the right move. And sure, they gave up a 2032 first-round pick, but hey, when you're in a championship window, you give up all the picks for your future. Who cares? Who cares? You win a championship now. This is a win-now team. Whenever Nikola Jokic is on the floor, it is a win-now team, and clearly the front office knows that. A huge day, a huge first day of free agency for the Nuggets. It can't get any better, but it might. We'll see what happens in the future. But that'll do it for your Denver Sports Daily. I'll be back with you guys again tomorrow. Hopefully, there are some more moves. I would love to see a few more things. If the Nuggets can do something crazy, like get Trey Murphy or something like that, I doubt that there's a Trey Murphy trade coming. But if they can do something crazy like that, this offseason will be rating an A+++ in my book. I'm very excited to see what's going to happen moving on. But that'll do it for your Denver Sports Daily. I'll be back with you guys again tomorrow. Until then, y'all have a great rest of your day. Bye, y'all.